Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I hope you are all well. Today, inshallah, I want to explain period 4 from unit 1. It's about language, talking about these two tenses, present perfect simple and the present perfect continuous, المضارع التام البسيط والمضارع التام المستمر. In this lesson, we want to know how to use the present perfect simple correctly, how to use the present perfect continuous correctly, and to differentiate between these two tenses. This lesson in our book is at 2 pages, at the rest of page 9 and at page 10. Here at page 10, we have some examples in exercise number 3 and the grammar rule. After explanation, we want to complete it, then answer exercise number 4. Before that, we want to explain each of these tenses alone from our own examples. First of all, let's start with the present perfect simple, المضارع التام البسيط. Here we have some examples. We want to read them, classify the sentence parts in order to know the form of the verb, شكل الفعل, معرفة شكل الفعل, كلمات الدالة على هذا الزمن, keywords, and how to negate this tense, كيفية نفي الجملة في هذا الزمن, the use of this tense, استخدام هذا الزمن. Look at these examples. Ahmed has already broken the window. Ahmed, subject. Ahmed, he. Where's the verb? Has broken. Has broken. How about already? Already, it's the key word or the frequency adverb that we use to talk about or to help us to know this tense. So, Ahmed is the subject. The verb is has broken. Has broken. How many words we use in this verb? 2 words. 2 words. Has plus past participle. Broken, break, broke, broken. This is the past participle or the third form of the verb. Here, she has just cooked the food. She, subject, has cooked the verb. Has cooked. Cook, cooked, cooked. We use also the past participle. So, we notice that we use has plus past participle. How about just? Just also it's a key word, but we use it between the 2 parts of the verb, like already, between the 2 parts of the verb. Here, I haven't finished my work yet. I, subject, haven't finished, this is the verb. Yet, the key word. I have never been to Paris. I, subject, have been, verb. How about never? It's a key word between the 2 parts of the verb. Here, we have learned English since 2000. We, subject, the verb have learned. We have learned English for 10 years. We, subject, have learned the verb. So we notice that we use has or have plus past participle. This is the form of the verb. With he, she, it, we use has plus past participle. With I, we, they, you, have plus past participle. Again, the form of the verb. Has or have plus past participle. Has or have plus past participle. Now, we want to differentiate between the present perfect simple and the past simple. Look at these examples. Engineer has built a new house. Engineer has built a new house. There is no time. نلاحظ الزمن غير محدد. Here, engineer built a house last year. Last year. Here, last year, this is the time. نلاحظ الزمن محدد. أي يجب أن نحدد الفرق بين هذين الزمنين. في المضارع التام البسيط لا يوجد وقت indefinite time, but in past simple في الماضي البسيط نلاحظ الزمن محدد. So the use of this tense that we notice, we use the present perfect simple for an action in the past. It's in the past, happened in the past, and finished in the past, like example number 1. Ahmed has already broken the window. أحمد كسر الشباك وأثر الكسر لا زال موجود. for an action in the past, usually recent حديث, that affects the present. استخدم المضارع التام لوصف شيء حدث في الماضي ولا زال أثره موجود في الحاضر. Again, the use of this tense for recent past experience. Recent past experience important at the time of speaking or affect the present. Also for general past experience, indefinite time. Indefinite time. Why? Why? Like here, engineer has built a new house. There is no time, indefinite time. Because the experience itself, the action itself is what matters. That there's a new house here. ما يهمنا هو الحدث نفسه، الخبرة نفسها وليس الوقت. Here, look at this notice. Yet, where can we put yet? Like the example that we discussed before. Yet at the end of the sentence. يجب أن تكون في نهاية الجملة. But which sentence? يجب أن تكون في الجملة موجود فيها not. جملة منفية. Like, Ahmed has just finished his work. We want to use yet. We omit just and put yet at the end. But we use not with has. Ahmed hasn't finished his work yet. Ahmed hasn't finished his work yet. Also, we can use yet at the end of a question. So, yet we use it at the end of negative statement or at the end of a question. Since and for. In Arabic, منذ. But since used for what? For period of time or point of time. Since 1993. I have been in Gaza since 1993. This is the point of time. يأتي بعدها بداية الفترة الزمنية، بداية نقطة بدء الحدث. But for 2 years or for 5 years. Here for period of time. يأتي بعدها المدة الزمنية. So since at the end of the sentence and after it we use the point of time. But for at the end of the sentence and we use after it the period of time. Here we have keywords. Just already, as we see in the examples before. Here, just already we use it between the two parts of the verb. Yet at the end of the negative sentence, also never between the two parts of the verb. But also we want to know how to negate. نريد أن نعرف كيفية نفي الجملة. Just we use not with have or has. I haven't. I have plus not haven't. I haven't finished. If we want to negate the sentence, she has just cooked. She hasn't cooked the food. She hasn't cooked the food yet. Ahmed hasn't broken the window. Here I haven't finished. So we use not with have or has. So have or has plus not plus past participle. This is the negative. Here also we can negate using never. Never here negate the sentence. Have plus never plus past participle. So we can use not or never. So here we know the form of the verb has or have plus past participle. How to negate the sentence? Just we use not to plus has or have plus or has plus not plus past participle, or also we can use never to negate the sentence. Here we know the use of this tense for past experience or general past experience that with indefinite time, because the experience itself is what matters. The keywords and where can we put them? Just already between the two parts of the verb, since, for at the end of the sentence, ever, never between the two parts of the verb, here until now, so far at the end of the sentence, yet and recently. Now we want to answer these exercises. Choose the correct answer in brackets. Ahmed space a house lately. Ahmed build, have built, has built, has built. Now look at the choices here. Build, it's the first form of the verb without is, so it's wrong. Have built Here, have, Ahmad, have comes with I, you, we, they. So Ahmad needs has. Ahmad has. Here we have two choices with has. Has built, has built. So have built, again, false. Has built and has built. Has plus built, this is the first form, so also it's wrong. The answer is has built. Now the second one, I space student since 1998. I have been, had been. Here, I have been. I have been. This is the answer. I haven't done, hasn't done, have done, has done my homework yet. Yet need it comes at the end of the negative sentence. So haven't or hasn't, I haven't done. He space just space writing. He have finished, haven't finished, finish, has finished. He needs has, so has finished. This is the answer. Look here at the second exercise. Correct the verb in brackets. Here we have the verbs, the three forms of the verb. Number one, space you, be to Paris. You, so here have you been to Paris? John has already broken the window. Here we work since 12 o'clock. We have worked here. Ahmed space write this novel for 2 months. Ahmed has, and we use past participle written, so Ahmed has written this novel. Here I find my keys yet. Here we use yet at the end of negative question, so I haven't found here. He never been to Egypt. He has never been to Egypt. Then I just have 4 quizzes and 5 tests. I have just, the past participle from have also had. I have just had. Ali already leave the school. Ali has already left. Leave, left. Here, left. So this is present perfect simple. Now this exercise here as a homework, please stop the video and write them in your drafts. So this is a homework. هذا السؤال واجب. أوقف الفيديو واكتبيه في دفترك الخاص. Now let's explain the other tense, present perfect continuous. This is the same tense, زمن مرتبط بزمن المضارع التام البسيط وهو المضارع التام المستمر. It's continuous. I have been watching TV since 9 o'clock. I have been playing tennis for 5 hours. يجب أن نحدد الفرق بين المضارع التام والمضارع المستمر. Here another examples. Mom has been cooking the food since 9 o'clock. هنا عملية الطبخ لا زالت مستمرة. Mom has cooked the food since 9 o'clock. هنا عملية الطبخ انتهت وأثرها موجود، الطبخة. المضارع التام المستمر يستخدم هذا الزمن للتعبير عن حدث وحدث في الماضي ولا زال مستمرا واحتمال حدوثه في المستقبل أو إكماله في المستقبل. Now we want to know the form of the verb. We use have. It's perfect, present perfect. Because it's present, we use have and has, not had. And because it's perfect, we use past participle after them. But the past participle here is been. Have been, has been, has been. Here, I have been watching. How many words in the verb? 3 words. Have plus been plus verb plus ing because it's continuous, watching. I have been playing. Have plus been plus verb plus ing. Mom has been cooking. Has plus been plus cooking. So, with he, she, it, has. With I, we, they, you, have. Plus been plus verb plus ing. This is the form of the verb. Again, the form of the verb has or have plus been plus verb plus ing. Why we use this tense? To talk about what? Action that began in the past and have continued up to present. حدث في الماضي ولا زال مستمر للحاضر. Actions that began in the past and have continued up to present. Also, it's unfinished action that have been in progress throughout the period of time. It's a continuous action. This is the use. كيف يمكن أن نفرق بين المضارع التام البسيط والمضارع التام المستمر؟ كلمات الدالة تقريبا مشابهة، ولكن هناك كلمات دالة للمضارع المستمر فقط، وهي all the time. All the time. So all the time, also all the day. And the all, long time, ages, years. Here, these words, we can use them for these 2 tenses, but it's specific for present perfect simple. Present perfect continuous, we use these words or these keywords for it because these words emphasize the length of the action. So, in order to differentiate between these 2 tenses, the tense that focus on the time or emphasize the length of the time is present perfect continuous. We use all the day, all the time, long time, so it's a long time that emphasize the length of the time is present perfect continuous. Now, let's answer these questions. I, Farag, you since 6 o'clock. I have waiting, have waited, have been waiting, has been waiting. Has been waiting, wrong, because I have, not has. So have waited also wrong. We have waiting, have been waiting. Have waiting, false. But have been waiting. Here, waiting with have, without being, wrong. So the answer is have been waiting. This tense emphasizes the length of the action. Here, we space 14 hours. Have run, have running, have been running, has been running. Here, has been wrong because we need have. Has run also false. Have running or have been running, have been running. Here have plus verb plus ing, this is wrong also. He space working since January. He has been, have because have can't come with he, has been working, have worked, also false. So has been or has been working. We have working here at the sentence, working. So have been, just. The answer is A. How long has you been walking? Has you walked? Have you been walking? You, so has, false. Has also false, so the answer have you been walking. Now this exercise number letter B, rewrite using the words in brackets. This exercise is homework. Please stop the video and write it on your draft. Now let's answer exercise number 3 and 4 from our book, page 10. So the second part of this page is about making a question. I want to explain it next time. So we want just to answer exercise number 3, examples and the grammar rule. Look at the examples of our book. Examples: I've joined the Palestine Society. Present perfect simple. I've joined. I have. VE, this is the have. VE, have joined. I've participated in 3 events so far. Also present perfect simple. I have been studying English for 5 years. Present perfect continuous. Have plus been plus verb plus ing. She is under stress because she has been studying so much. Has been studying. Now, which tense talks about recent past experience? Recent past experience. Important at the time of speaking. Means affect the present. It's a present perfect simple. Number 2, general past experience. Indefinite time. The experience itself is what matters. Present perfect simple. Number 3, actions that began in the past and have continued up to present. Began in the past and continued, so present perfect continuous. Unfinished actions that have, unfinished means continuous, that have been in progress. Progress also progressive continuous through the period, present perfect continuous. Now exercise number 4, it's very important. Complete the sentences with the correct tenses of the verbs in brackets, present perfect, simple or continuous. Number 1, you should go to bed. You have space on the computer for over 2 hours. Here we use over like all. Here emphasize the length of the action. So with present perfect continuous, you have been playing. Then number 2, how many times? If we ask with how many times, with the present perfect simple. But how long? Present perfect continuous. Again, how many times? عدد المرات. Present perfect simple. How long? يسأل عن طول مدة الحدث. إذا present perfect continuous. Here, how many times has he written to his family this month? Has he? This is a question. Has written. Number 3, he is S here, it's abbreviation for has. He is with friends for too long. Here we have too long, مدة طويلة. He needs to find a house of his own. He has been staying, present perfect continuous. Number 4, I can't find my pen. Where have you put it? Where have you put it? Put also present perfect simple. I think someone has spaced my phone. The battery is nearly dead. البطارية تقريبا فارغة. لأن هنا في طول، دليل هاي النتيجة دليل أنه في طول مدة للحدث لاستخدام هذا الشيء. Then has been using. Number 6, what has he been doing all the time? We have all the time present perfect continuous. Has been doing. We have been waiting for more than an hour. We have been for more than, then in the over, more than, all, long, too long. This is the key words for present perfect continuous. Here we have been waiting. Number 7, I have known him for nearly 10 years. Here 10 years مدة طويلة. تمام. But no, it's a stative verb. Notice that stative verb comes with simple present perfect, not continuous. Can't used with continuous tenses because no stative verb. So I have known him for nearly 10 years. This is important. Try to focus on it. Number 7. Number 8. They have been away for 3 nights. They have been, also be, describe a state. They have been away for 3 nights. Number 9. You were away a long time. A long time. What have you been doing? Number 10. I've talked to him on the phone, but we have never met. Never met. Now, let's conclude this tense. مضارع التام المستمر. The present perfect continuous. مضارع التام البسيط. The form has or have plus past participle. Has comes with she, he, it. Have comes with I, we, you, they. Then plus past participle. So has or have plus past participle. The key words so far, ever, just, already, never, yet, lately, recently, this week, this lesson, today, etc. Here we have some examples we discussed before. And the second tense المضارع التام المستمر the present perfect continuous has or have plus been plus verb plus ing. We use it to talk about an action or unfinished actions that have been in progress or actions that began in the past and have continued up to present. The keywords all plus فترة زمنية, all the time, all the day, all the night, all the week. Also how long, for plus period of time, like these examples. This is the end of our lesson. Thanks a lot for listening.